What up? Let's see, pull up stash stock. What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well with you. Got to pull up the stash stock party. I see some people already in the house. Mama D, what's happening? Hit the spot 1006. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Hope all is well with you guys. We're about to be live literally in 14 seconds. Hope all is well. I don't see it go live over here. Let's go. Hey. What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well with you. This is Tall Boy. Just came to hang out with you guys for the Lab Tech Show. I see my man Wit Prophet is here. One Crazy Dane from California. Hey, how y'all doing? Nice to see y'all coming in. I think Wit is in Canada, believe it or not. What's going on, Wit? Hope all is well, man. I hope you got that stuff taken care of what you had going on the other day. Crazy Dane, welcome. Mama D, I think that's your people, I hope. And then hit the spot. Hey. So anyway, my name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tall Boy, and we're here to talk tech news and explain things or simplify things in a language that you understand. And that's the goal. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to, just come hang out with us and post in the comments what the questions may be, or give your honest feedback, because that's what we're here to do, right? So we're here to simplify it, break it down, and say it in a language that you understand. I think my girl, is that Sharon? Oh, man, that's what's up. She is in the building. What? Man, it took her to come all the way to the ATL just to come holler at your boy. Man, that's what's up. My man, Wit Prophet said, I'm here, eager to learn. And then Crazy Dane said, I am from Menifee. I hope I said that right. Menifee, California. And then our normal family members are already in the building. Hit the spot 1006. And Mama D, she says, I'm on the line. This show should be on fire. You're right. It should be. All right. So we got a couple house rules before we get started. Make sure you share the show. Tell a friend. Let people know what's going on. Let them know that this is some great information. You guys saw in the pre-show what some of the topics were. And if not, we're going to discuss it a little bit later on. Bring your adult beverage. That's right. Whatever that may be. It could be wine, beer, liquor, juice, water, whatever it may be. Bring your favorite beverage. So let's all enjoy together. And then lastly, the articles are in the description of the YouTube link that I sent you. All right. So if you look in the description, you can follow along, or you can come back. And then, like I said, you can always tell a friend, hey, you know what? You missed it. So you know what? Catch the replay. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right into the show. Our word of the day is, let's see what we got.
Today's word is brandish, spelled Brandish. Brandish is a verb. It means to shake or wave something, such as a weapon, in a menacing manner. In figurative use, it is to exhibit something such as one's intellect, ostentatiously or aggressively. Here's the word used in a sentence from the Daily Chronicle of DeKalb, Illinois. If someone is caught by police brandishing an imitation gun in a public place, they could face fines, an arrest, or have the object seized by police.
All right, so there it is. The word of the day is brandish. All right. I don't see a stash stock party, so I don't know what's going on with the stash stock. So I don't know. We'll figure out what's going on with that. shortly. So if we don't find it, we'll figure it out. All right. So if it comes on a little bit later on, I'll check for it. But I don't see it coming in right now. All right. So we'll see what happens with it. All right. So we'll see what happens with the stash stock party. All right. Let me see. Let's go ahead and jump right into the show. All right. Because we don't have a stash stock. So let's go jump right into it. All right. So first article of the day. All right. Everybody want to be outside, right? So since everybody wants to be outside, since you want to be outside, this is the last week to get your free rapid COVID-19 test. That's right. This is your last week to get your test. So if you guys have not gotten them, this is your last opportunity to get your next stack of, I think they were giving out 8. I want to say, so don't quote me if I said the wrong number, but we're going to discuss how you can go about getting it. And this is how the story reads. All right. So let's break it on down. It says this is the last week to order free COVID-19 rapid tests from the U.S. government. The program will be suspended on Friday, September 2nd, because Congress hasn't provided additional funding to replenish the nation's stockpile of tests. That's just basically what it is. They said, y'all want to be outside? We are not going to pay for it no more. All right. The White House launched covidtest.gov in January of this year. And soon after the Omicron variant first started burning through the U.S., every U.S. household was eligible for 3 sets of tests from the website. So if you still haven't gotten all of your tests, now's the time to place the order. And basically, you just go to covidtest.gov and then you can get your test. All right. Said an unnamed White House official said that Biden administration didn't have enough funding from Congress for all of its COVID-19 response programs, and that it wanted to save its stockpile of tests for any surge in cases for this fall. So if anything happens in this fall, because COVID, from my understanding, it thrives in the cold weather. Yes, it does still exist, but it thrives in cold weather. So I guess they're just trying to hold on to the stockpile. And I guess if people aren't ordering them, they're not going to just be readily available. Okay. So basically they're saying if Congress allocates more COVID-19 funding, the White House would restart the program. But until then, reserving the remaining tests for distribution later this year is the best course. So they got some, but they're just basically saying since Congress don't want to release any more funding, they're not going to just give it out. So they're going to hold on. So this is your last chance. All right. Let's see. The article also starts to say here that the Biden administration is also planning to stop paying for COVID-19 vaccines and treatments, shifting the responsibility to health insurers and individuals. All right. So it's right here, fine print. They're going to say you're going to have to start paying for this or your insurance is going to have to pay for it. For the last 2 years, COVID-19 has been an outlier in the U.S. health system. Tests, treatments, and vaccines for the disease were made available at no cost through centralized government programs. It wasn't perfect, and the system was still unwieldy. But things like covidtest.gov were examples of what public health can look like when it's treated as true public good. But now they're saying it's starting to become like any other in the United States, an expensive individual problem. You see it right there. It is what it is. You see it. It's plain text. You're going to have to get your own. You're going to start paying for it on your own. You got till Friday, September 2nd to go get yours. And all you do is just go to covidtest.gov and it should be right there. Okay. So with that being said, what are your thoughts on this? Let me look over at the comments and see what you guys are saying. Let's see. People get tests and still don't use them. Yeah, you're right. People do get the tests. And I mean, they got them. I guess it's just, what if I'm sick, right? So if you feel like you're sick, then you use it. If not, but I have friends or I have people that are in my circles that they get tested weekly, or every other day, shall I say. So, but they're around a lot of people, and thankfully they have not caught COVID. So that's what it is. So this is your chance or your opportunity, your last chance to get your COVID test. If you have not gotten them, you're supposed to get 3 orders of the COVID test. And if you don't apply by Friday, you will not be able to get any more. Okay. So just giving you a heads up. That's where it is right now, or that's where it stands, as far as getting your free rapid COVID-19 test from the U.S. government. After that, you're going to probably have to go to your local drugstore, or maybe have to go to a hospital, or go to a church or organization or something like that to be able to get them. All right. So hopefully this will help you as far as making the proper preparations. And like I said, the website is covidtest.gov. All right. So not .com.gov. All right. What's going on? Watching Jury Loft. Thanks for joining and jumping in. Let's see what you got to say. Already got my batch. Use the ones my parents had. All right. And here's the other thing about this, right? So the other thing about this is, if you have people that live in the same household, it can only be used, right, for one person per household. So if there's people or multiple people renting, you can't use it. You got to have your own separate address. And I think that that's not really fair, but I guess that's their way of regulating and saying, making sure that you don't take advantage of what they got going on. So just something to think about. I don't know. Only have 1 or 2 tests left, always negative when I did use them though. Yeah, so like I said, this is your last chance. You got till Friday to go make that part happen, okay? So go to covidtest.gov, absolutely free. All you do is just put in your address and then they'll ship it out to you, and it's at no cost to you, okay? So get your COVID test if you're interested. Just giving you some awareness of what's going on. All right, let's jump on over. Let me tell you what's going on, man. When you're downtown, or when you're walking, or you're out and about with your family and your friends, or even if you're by yourself, if you're just doing whatever, are you walking and texting, or are you just walking and paying attention? That's the question that I have for you. Are you walking and texting, or are you walking and paying attention to your surroundings? I'm guilty of it at all times. I'm very guilty of this. It is quite funny that this is actually happening. But let me tell you what's going on. There's a country that said that they're having so many accidents of people texting that they're going to literally change their whole traffic light system. That's right. They're going to change the whole traffic light system because people are so busy texting instead of walking and paying attention. So this is what it is. Hong Kong said they're upgrading traffic lights to project down on distracted texters. And that's to keep them from walking into the cars. Like, really? Like, are we really doing that in 2022? Like, are we really doing that? Like, I can't make this up, y'all. So they were literally walking into the cars. Like, come on. As they say, as technology evolves, so does society, shaping itself around those new advancements. The automobile changed the layout of cities, and television changed household dynamics, but the smartphone promises to shake things up even more. That's right. They play in Hong Kong. In order to stop distracted phone users from stepping out into dangerous traffic, the city is experimenting with redesigned traffic lights. I can't make this up. That's the picture right there. So I want you to see this picture here. So the light there, so he's texting and the light is down red on the ground, right? So the light is red, and then I guess it's green, so you can know that, okay, it's safe to walk. The problem facing Hong Kong and probably every city around the world with a smartphone carrying population is how much of a distraction these devices can be. And those who choose to keep their devices in a bag or pocket when they step outside can't escape all those notifications that they get, which still sneak through which sneak through thanks to wireless headphones and connected smartwatches. It's a non-stop distraction and is taking people's focus away from more important things like heating traffic lights and crossing signals. This is really serious, man. Like people are really like, this is crazy. Um, Hong Kong said for the next 6 months, they're going to try 4 different busy intersections in Hong Kong, which is the city, and they have installed traffic light upgrades in the form of LED lamps that project a bright red light down onto the curb on either side of the crosswalk. When the don't walk signal is illuminated, distracted pedestrians staring down at their smartphones who may not notice that they're heading into the street will be bathed in red light, and as well will their screen that they're staring at. So as you can see right here in this photo right here, is red. Red means stop. That's all I can say. Red means stop. That's it. It just means stop.
Period.
The hope is that the bright red light will be a red flag for pedestrians and a reminder to pay attention to potential upcoming hazards. All right. This is funny to me. I'm sorry. At first, the visual warnings will be hard to ignore, but one of the concerns over this approach is that humans are very good at eventually tuning out and ignoring certain stimuli. So the audible tones at many street crossings to assist the visually impaired, that's the one where they do the countdown, have more or less disappeared into the background noise of a busy city for those who don't depend on them. And over time, these red warning lights may be as easy to tune out and ignore as the sounds of vehicles rushing by have become. So, I mean, it's like the question is, would you pay attention to it? I guess that's really what it boils down to. It says the only solution is to provide additional warnings at crosswalks, and it's all but useless to a distracted pedestrian stepping out and jaywalking into the middle of the busy street. It's going to be a while before smartphones are completely replaced by devices such as AR or virtual reality displays that make it easier for users to keep their eyes on their surroundings. And those autonomous cars that we've always talked about, they're better at spotting and reacting to hazards like pedestrians are also going to take a while longer to become commonplace. So any safety improvements is a welcomed one. So, I mean, here's the thing. I know that we have our phones everywhere we go, right? Everywhere we go. I get it. But I mean, and I understand if you're in a popular city like New York, if you're in a popular city like Houston, Atlanta, and you're just walking and texting, it's like you will get hit. But I guess the text message is more important than just understanding that, you know, and some people are walking and texting not in the crosswalk. So at least you have some form of protection in the crosswalk. But if you're jaywalking, I don't know. Let's see what the comments have to say. Let's see. Some of the comments say, I may drive and text, but don't walk and text. Okay, well, I don't know what the laws are in New York, but be careful on that one too, right? So, but yeah, I see this a lot. Hit the Spot says, nothing is that important. Yeah. I mean, I get it, but this happens. And if you're in a big... Think about all the walkable cities that are out there. And I mean, like I said, walkable cities is I can literally ride my bike. I can walk to wherever I want to go to. New York is a walkable city, right? Like a lot of people are always walking in New York. When you think about New York, you think about Paris, you think about Barcelona, you think about Hong Kong. I can't think of the name of Tokyo. When you think about these cities, I mean, yes, they have cars. Even London, I mean, people are literally walking and texting because it's like that's just their normal thing to do. So it may not be just important. It may not be important to us, but this is just their lifestyle because everything's like a busy, fast paced, environment for them. So, I mean, I guess they're getting hit and they got to change some things. I don't know. So yeah, that's pretty much it. True at Hit the Spot. She says it's rare. I have pulled over, but I usually use my Bluetooth to talk. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what they want you to do, right? So yeah, come on over and just like I said, here's the thing. The picture, if you're engulfed in red like this right here, then I guess you have an opportunity or you stand a chance at surviving or at least living to see another day. And as Hit the Spot 1006 says, it's not that important of the text. And it's not until you think about it, right? The text is not that important, but at the time, you're not thinking about it. You're thinking about, let me shoot this message over to my friends, or I'm 5 minutes away, or I'll pick up whatever I need to pick up before we get there. So that's normally how most people think, right? That's just how they think. I don't know. Just that's just what they see it as. Yeah. With that being said, let's check this out real quick. Hey, everybody, it is the Lab Tech Show. Follow us on social media. That's right. YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. I prefer YouTube, but if you're on one of those platforms, check us out. The Lab Tech Show. We're going to start working on some micro content real soon, all right? So then that way y'all can come see what we got going on, all right? But right now, we got the full show. And for the ones who are not familiar, I got timestamps once the show ends. That means you can just click on the article of your choice and you're good to go. All right. So the Lab Tech Show, follow us on social media. All right. That's it. The Lab Tech Show. All right. We got a couple promos I want to run by you real fast. As always, I haven't seen him in here, but Rich Vibes. He says, when you can't come to party, the party comes to you. Sunday Night Live with Rich Vibes. He's live every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're on the West Coast, 11 a.m. He's not on YouTube because YouTube will shut you down if you play copyrighted music. So he's on Mixcloud, and he wants you to go over to mixcloud.com, search Rich Vibes, right? And that's VYBZ. Also, one of our other folks that's over in the Philippines, she has crafty nights, and that's Wednesday through Saturdays, 8 in the morning. Conversations with Lala, all right? A fun and creative resource for moms and moms at heart. So she does a lot of crafting, I think the other day they were sketchbooking or something like that. And it was actually a good show. I wake up in the morning and I'm scrolling down my Facebook feed and I see her. So it's like, let me see what they got going on. And they're literally showing you how to make it. So if you wake up in the morning and got a few minutes, check out Conversations with Lala. Just search Mommy Guide on YouTube or Mommy Guide on Facebook and you'll see all her information. All right. Then we got we got Matt Haas. What's going on with Matt Haas weekdays at 8:15 in the morning? Awesome Fun Things. What's going on with him? Search Awesome Fun Things and he'll tell you all about it, all right? Then we got Streaming Superstars, where Sammy Superstar is literally interviewing content creators and live streamers every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And he's now doing man on the street interviews. So shout out to him for doing man on the street interviews. All right. And he's basically putting them on his YouTube channel. So search Sammy Superstar and you'll see Streaming Superstars. All right. 247mixing.com. That's right. If you're a DJ, you know a DJ, or if you just want to listen to some good music, 247mixing.com. They're banging the hottest mixes. They got it on the Google Play Store and also on the App Store. All right. So basically download the app, and they're the only app in the world completely dedicated to the DJ and the art of DJing. That's basically what it is. All right. Let me see. What's that?
Are you done? Are you done?
And then, of course, the Lab Tech Show.live. All right. So check us out, the Lab Tech Show.live. That brings you right here to the YouTube channel where you can subscribe, you can like, and you can hit that notification bell. All right. Let's jump right back into the show. Let's see. All you West Coast folks, I got something for you. All right. You West Coast folks, California said that they're about to do something. Shout out to, before I get started with this, I see for the first time, Brulafu. I think I said that right. He said, "What's good?" Man, thanks for joining the show, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you for tapping in real quick. So California, the West Coast folks, they're saying they're going to be the change. And what I mean by that, they said, we're going to go down this electric vehicle route, whether you like it or not. All right. So California says they're going to formally ban the sale of gas powered vehicles by 2035. So we're in 2022. So we're literally looking at 13 years from now, there's going to be no longer gas powered vehicles that will be sold in the state of California. This is how the article reads. And like I said, if you like, you can follow along in the description as we go into this story. OK, and we're going to go from there. Let's see what we got. It says the California Air Resources Board has issued a rule that formally bans the sale of fully gas powered vehicles in the state by 2035.
The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
Man, the regulations come 2 years after Governor Newsom instructed the agency to develop passenger vehicles and truck regulations requiring increasing volumes of new zero emission vehicles. So basically they're saying they don't want any emission vehicles to be sold in the state towards the target of 100% of in-state sales by 2035. So this is the start right here. They passed the legislation. That's right. They passed legislation and said, we're not going to be doing this anymore. And with that being said, it starts today, or it started when this article came out. And then they're giving you time to say, car companies, start making these vehicles to where we have zero emissions. And then they're going to take it a step further. Let's tune back in. The board unanimously approved the rule, which will gradually phase out the sale of combustion engine vehicles by 2026. So literally in 4 years, 35% of new car sales in the state must be electric vehicles, plug-in hybrids, or models with hydrogen fuel cells. And they're saying that this is supposed to rise to 68% by 2030 and 100% by 2035. This is their way of making this happen, right? They're saying that this is what it is. So whether you like it or not, they're trying to make that push for you to start going electric or hybrid. California Air Resources Board Chair said that the move will lead to a 50% drop in pollution from light trucks and cars by 2040. And then the state also aims to move to 100% renewable energy by 2045. So some of us probably won't be here to see all of this, but you can see where today they're starting to make this move, right? The rule is likely to also prompt, they're saying the move is likely to prompt similar moves by other states. New York and Massachusetts have already passed laws to that effect. And California has led the way when it comes to setting strict emission standards. And basically 15 other states are also adopting these rules as well. All right. So, I mean, this is where we're going with this, right? So they're saying y'all need to come on and get with this program here, whether you like it or not. let me see, what else are they saying in this article? They're also saying many long-standing manufacturers and car brands have already announced plans to fully switch to EVs by 2035. If you can afford a Bentley, they say they plan to sell only plug-in hybrids and electric vehicles by 2026. Mercedes and Volvo plan to go fully electric by 2030. And then GM expects to finalize a similar transition by 2035. Honda said we're going to move around 2040. Ford, meanwhile, has pledged to fully switch to EVs in Europe by 2030. Now, this is where it kind of gets interesting right here, right? It says this week, this is where it starts to get interesting. Santa Rosa became the largest city in the United States to ban the opening of new gas stations as part of efforts to combat climate change. The city, which is Sonoma County, has an estimated population of 176,000 plus, and they said that more than half of the county's 486,000 residents now live in a jurisdiction where new gas stations are banned. So basically, no more new gas stations. You can't apply for a license. You can't even, no, you're not going to make money off of us in Sonoma County, in Santa Rosa. All right. Officials in LA and New York State are considering adopting similar measures. And between that and the ban on gas-powered vehicle sales may one day in the not too distant future, the infamous LA smog will be a thing of the past. What are your thoughts on that? Because literally that is a whole handful, right? They're saying by 2035, that's it. No more gas. I mean, they'll still have gas vehicles out, but your kids or your grandkids or your great grandkids, they're not even going to know what a gas vehicle is. Those are going to be like, remember when we were growing up and we saw those first vehicles of the 49 Ford or the 55 Ford or the Mustang. Those are classic cars. The cars that we have today will then now be classic. So all I can say is I know I won't be able to keep my truck, but if I can, I will tell my great grandkids, you can't touch this. Yeah, you can't touch it. All right. So it is what it is. Let's see what the comments are saying over here. Y'all come on over to all right, James. We know you got a head start. You ain't got to rub it. You know, look, James.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
We trying to get to your level, James. We just trying to get to you, okay? We not balling like you, but we gonna get there, all right? We gonna get there. We gonna get there. All right, what else are they saying? We don't have smog anymore. That's what they say. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. LA smog is a thing of the past. Yeah, right. Well, maybe. I don't know. Mama D, you there in California. James, y'all there. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's a thing of the past. We'll see. I'm still not getting no electric vehicle. Okay, well, I mean, if New York passes this, God willing, and you get a chance to see it, and you still have a driver's license in 2035, you'll still be able to drive your gas-powered vehicle. But, I mean, you might, look, Lisa Maria might be balling. You know, she might be saying, you know what, nah.
What is he doing?
He's beginning to believe.
Lisa Maria says she's going to begin to believe that this is really happening. Now, we're talking about it in 2022, but I'm just trying to just give you a heads up of what's going down.
You already know.
That's all I'm saying. All right, so what are your thoughts? Do you like this idea of what California is doing or what these cities are doing? Or are you saying, no, let's just stick with the gas? I mean, we're trying to eliminate the smog. These oil reserves that these Texans, quote unquote, have, and they don't want to release them and they want to stay rich, basically the oil may not even be of any value. Then you're looking at what Elon Musk is doing with Tesla, right? So it's like, if this works, then more companies are going to start coming up with other vehicles. Quiet is kept. The flying car, like the George Jetson, the flying car is already in production. So they just don't have a way to regulate the airwaves of traffic lanes in the air. So, I mean, think about it. By 2035, if we're, God willing, we can see this and we put this video in a time capsule, right? We can then say, no, this can't be. That's basically the conversations that I never thought I would have seen it. Just like some people said that they never thought that they would see an African-American president, right? Seeing a flying car or seeing all electric vehicles on the road, that would be something that would be great to see in a time capsule 20, 30, 40 years down the road. So, yeah, that's basically what's been going on. Yeah, 2035 is not that far away. It really isn't. Let's see. Electric vehicles is good, but the batteries. Oh, she said EVs are not good. Batteries are outrageously expensive and horrible for landfills. Yeah, they're gonna have to come up with something with that. Okay, so that's what's up. Mama D, thank you for bringing some people onto the show. I think you got 2 people over here. You know what? I'm gonna start giving out prizes. I gotta go into my goodies, and we're gonna do a competition probably in October. And we're gonna see who can bring the most people here. And then the regulars, if you bring them, then you know what? I might have to go and see what tech products I have. And it ain't gonna be no electric vehicle, Mama D. I tell you that much. But I'll see what I got, and then the person who can bring in the most people, we'll probably put something in the mail. And then, you know, the thing is, we're trying to build community here. And with us building community, I definitely appreciate you, Mama D, for bringing folks in. All right, that's what's up. So, so your thoughts real quick on what California is doing, put it in the comments. No more sales of gas-powered vehicles by 2035 in California. That's interesting. They're really interesting. Man, I can't believe this show has really gone by as fast as it has gone. Let me go ahead and break this down to you just like this. Hey guys, do you have a Roku or an Amazon Fire Stick? Well, why don't you check out TBE Media? It is on Roku and Amazon. You guys know there's nothing on TV. You guys are always looking for something to watch. Well, we got some content that we put on there every week, whether it's this tech show, the cooking show, or Old School Tuesday Turn Up. It's hot. Weekly episodes. You got Amazon Fire Stick. You got Roku. Check it out. TVE Media. That's all you got to do is search for it. It's absolutely free. Just look for that logo and you will be good to go. All right? TBE Media. That's what it is. All right, guys. I'm going to transition over here this way and we're going to see how this works. All right? So it's Labor Day weekend. We got some extra time because this show is going to end a little bit early. But I know we all used to love this pastime of going to the movies, right? And with us loving to go to the movies in this pastime, because of COVID, we've all been, I ain't going outside. I'm not going into no confined places. I'm not going to no movies, right? Well, they just created a new holiday. That's right. They created a new holiday, and they're basically saying that they want you to go to the movies. The question is, do you feel comfortable going to the movies? That's the question. Do you feel comfortable going to the movies? And if so, this weekend might be the first time in a long time that you've actually sat inside of a movie theater, and the price might actually be enticing enough for you to want to go. With that being said, this is what I am talking about. I can't make this up, y'all. Movie tickets at many theaters will cost just $3 on National Cinema Day. That's right, $3. Not $2, $3.
Ow.
All right, so this is how it reads. All right, only on one day, September 3rd, you can go out and go to the movies. And with that being said, it says movies tickets across the United States will just be $3 on this Saturday, September 3rd, in celebration of National Cinema Day. If you never heard of such a holiday before, or at least in the United States, that's because it never existed until now. They're trying to find any way to get you to come out and support the movies and support these movie theaters, right? That's what they're trying to do. The $3 ticket price, not including tax, applies across all tickets, formats, and showtimes, and it includes IMAX and 3D movies.
Ow.
What? So a growing list of 3,000 theaters, including popular chains like Regal, Cinemark, and AMC, have agreed to take part in the new holiday. You might want to also check your local independent run theaters. They may be participating in this promotion that they're doing. They spotted, The Verge is where I got this article from, said that they spotted several smaller locations like Star Max Cinemas and Wellfleet Cinema Drive-In. So I wonder, the drive-ins, you might want to check that out. When was the last time you went to a drive-in? And then also you can find out if theaters near you are participating by entering your location on the National Cinema Day website. All right. So that's what they have going on there. And then let's see, what else does it say here? It says participating theaters will also show special sneak peek of upcoming movies from various studios. So that means they got Disney, Universal, Paramount, Lionsgate, Warner Brothers, all saying, you know what? We're going to give you sneak peeks of their movies. And then the Cinema Foundation is a nonprofit organization created by the National Association of Theater Owners earlier this year. So basically, they just said, look, what is it going to take to get these folks back into the seats? That's what it sounds like. And they said, we're just trying to encourage people to return to the theaters. Labor Day weekend is a slow time for movie theaters due to a lack of new releases. And they're saying that maybe this day could help change that. So here's the question that I have. The question that I have when it comes to this is, will movie theaters now make it a part to say, you know what, we need to start basing our movies around this holiday, as opposed to having a Christmas release or a Thanksgiving release? Now that's a good question. Let's see, what else does it say? I mean, the question is, would this be a good hit? Would this be a good success for them? Also, they're saying movie theaters took a pretty big hit during COVID, and now with the contention of hybrid releases, that has some movies hitting theaters and streaming services the same day, that is now a challenge because people don't want to go out, right? So since people don't want to go out, it's like, hey, if I can watch it at home and it's already on Netflix, why not? I'd rather do it that way. And they have every right to feel the way that they feel. So I think that this is just an awesome opportunity for, movie theaters to say, hey, you know what? Come on out and come support what we got going on. But then also at the same token, I still want to watch it in the comfort of my own home. I want to do that. So let's say this summer had an impressive number of people returning to theaters because they had movies like Thor and Nope from Jordan Peele. And they said the summer box office raked in over $3 billion, which is an increase compared to last summer's. But you can't compare last summer because last summer didn't have anybody in the movie theater. And then also the return of the Movie Pass subscription could perhaps play a role in getting people back to the theaters in the future. After this summer's record-breaking return to cinemas, they wanted to celebrate moviegoing and said we're doing it by offering a thank you to the moviegoers that made this summer happen and by offering an extra enticement for those who haven't made it back yet. Now, the only problem that I have right now is, the movies are $3 plus tax, right? But how much is the popcorn? How much is the drinks? That's what I'm saying. How much is all that gonna cost me? Do I have to go and sneak this stuff in, or are you gonna make it affordable? Like, you're charging me almost $20, $30 just to be able to buy some popcorn and a drink. Help me help you. Now, I get it. Prices, I mean, it costs to clean the facility. It costs with all this COVID-19 precautions. It costs. So you got to, but this weekend, maybe you do a discount on drinks as well as food and snacks. Or if not, I'll go to the movies and, I can go sneak me a pack of Reese's peanut butter cups in my back pocket and I'm good to go. And I mean, that's just what it is. That's just how I am. So I don't know. So what are your thoughts? My theater has 7 matinee. Let's see, what does it say? My theater has 7 matinees showing on Tuesday and Thursday, and popcorn and soda free refills. Okay, that's what's up. Now that's what's up. Lisa Maria said, I will be there. My theater is doing $3 movies on Saturday as well. So, yep. So this, if you're looking for something to do, this is definitely something. This is something definitely to do this weekend if you don't have any plans. I know a lot of people are saying I don't feel like barbecuing. I know a lot of people say I just don't want to barbecue. I don't want to cook this weekend. Well, maybe you can just say, maybe we can make the outing going to the movie theater. So let's see. What else are the comments saying? What y'all want to go? Okay, Mama D, that's what I'm talking about. Mama D said, come on, Mama D, come through. Mama D said, I got gift cards, y'all.
Yeah.
That's she said, come on, Mama D, come on. She said, I'll watch Tall Boy Returns at home. Popcorn $20, so $10. Don't get no nachos. No, you telling the truth.
Ow.
I'm with you on that one. Tech Troublemaker, what's going on, man? You missed a good show. You got to catch the replay. I'm pretty sure you'll appreciate what I shared this evening. But thanks for tapping in and hanging out with us this evening. All right. So yeah, the movie theaters Saturday. If you don't have anything to do, take your family out. Go look it up. It's $3 movies. Let me see if I can get it on the screen real quick because we got a few minutes. Let me see if I can find the article where it says that's the promotion, and let's see if I can get it on the screen. And then if I can get it on there, then y'all can see it for your own selves. And like I said, go out and support the movie theaters if it's something that you want to do and you don't have anything going on this Saturday. All right. So hopefully that will give you something inexpensive to do. And the other question is, what would you want to watch? Something scary, something action packed. What is out there that says, I want to go to the movies? That's the biggest question. Let's see. There we go. September 3rd, every movie, every showtime, every format, $3. There it is. Can't make it up. National Cinema Day. Hope that helps y'all. Give y'all something to do. Get out the house. Hang out with the family. Okay? Shout out to Sammy Superstar. He's checking in. I appreciate you. Yeah. So, does anybody have any questions before we tap out of here? The show is pretty much over with, but if there's anybody having problems with their Android phone, not iPhone, or maybe maybe instead of doing it now, maybe we'll do it in an upcoming episode where you can pose your questions to me and maybe we can find the resources. So if you have tech issues, then what we can do is you say what the problem is, shoot me an email, and then we'll go do the research and we can dive in and hopefully we can assist you. And then if I can do this right, I can probably bring you in on video call and then you can see and react and learn at the same time. So I was going to try and do this tonight, but I think it might be better if we do it where it's a little bit more organized, right? So I'm trying to find ways to enhance the show. As you can see here, I switched over to where I have the sliding camera here. I have an overhead shot, but I wasn't able to get it in right now. But I'm looking at creative ways to make this show a little bit more interesting, make it more fun, and bring you guys in. Because like I told you, this is a community, and a lot of you guys do not understand this tech. And even though I'm showing you articles every week of what's rolling out, you currently have problems. Someone had a problem with a Fitbit earlier today, and they were like, how can I connect it to my Alexa, right? So the thing is, let's find the article, let's see what it is, and then we go from there. So if you are interested or if you have any questions, we'll come up with an upcoming show probably in the next month or so. And if you can shoot that email to the labtechshow@gmail.com. So it's the labtechshow@gmail.com. Shoot me a question, and then I'll see if I can find the article, and then we'll find a way to bring that up, and that could be just the whole show topic, so instead of doing articles, whatever your problems or your concerns or how do we fix things as we go into the fall and the winter of 2022, you should be a little bit more tech savvy. All right. And so I appreciate everyone for hanging out with us on the Lab Tech Show. I appreciate you guys coming in weekly, the ones who choose to share the link. I appreciate it. I love the water journey from Lisa Maria, the ice house from Hit the Spot 1006. As you guys know, I love my Minute Maid. And so, I like finding out what everybody's doing and what they're all about. And in that way, we're starting to grow as a community and we can all help one another, right? Tall boy, treat Apple right. There, see here. Oh, here we go, man. Well, I gotta play it, Mama D. Where is Lisa Maria's where's her? There we go.
It's Winning Wednesday. Be positive.
Be positive, Mama D. Be positive, okay? I'm trying. Now we know it's all in fun and games. So for the ones who are not familiar with what's going on, when we originally started this show, James Hicks and I, he was Team Apple and I was Team Android. And to this day, I still don't touch iOS devices. James has tried to give me a MacBook. He has tried to give me an iPad. He has tried to buy me an iPhone. And he knows that I'm not gonna convert over. He's tried to give them to me absolutely free, no game, no gimmick. I'm just not iOS ready yet. So maybe in 2024, maybe not 2023, maybe. I am looking at some phones that are coming out in the fall. They're going to have some releases. I may talk about the Apple release dates because I know some of you guys are Team Apple. And outside of that, that's pretty much it. I just want to be able to provide value, right? So we don't charge for the show. If you guys are interested, you can always bless me on the Cash App right there at the top right-hand corner where it says Tallboy Enterprises. Betty, I see you. She said, I gotta love Mama D. She is something special. Yeah, Mama D, she gon' find a way to talk her trash, Betty. She gonna do it. Yep. So I ain't mad at her. Let me see. I gotta find the right sound effect for Mama D. Let me see. I can't find the right one. So Mama D gonna talk her trash.
That's suspicious.
Yep, she sure is. But yep, I'm not gonna put that comment on the screen, Mama D, because you got jokes, and we not gonna go down that road. All right. So look, if you guys have questions or if you have concerns within the next 3 weeks to the next month, so we're going into September. So between the last week of September, the last week of October, the first week of October. So last week of September, first week of October, we'll try and dedicate a show to where whatever concerns you have, you email me at the labtechshow at Gmail, and I'll try and find the article to help fix the problem. We'll put it on the screen. You can see it. We can fix it. And then that way you walk away saying, I feel more comfortable utilizing whatever tech issues it may be. So it could be a computer problem, a cell phone problem, maybe a TV problem. Maybe that could be something that we could use to assist you. All right. So hopefully that is beneficial to you guys. I want to be able to provide value. All right. So with that being said, it is the Lab Tech Show. I definitely thank you guys for watching. As a brief recap, let's talk about what we discussed earlier today. We said this is the last week. That's right. The last week to get your free COVID-19 test from the U.S. government. And that's covidtest.gov is where you go. So covidtest.gov is where you go. Do not put the .com in there. All right. Put in your information. The United States Postal Service will send you another batch. And after Friday, you will probably be responsible for them on your own. All right. Then they also said Hong Kong. They said that people are not paying attention in the way that they're driving. I mean, the way they're walking, or they're texting and walking and not paying attention. So they're going to find traffic lights to project down to where it tells you not to walk into ongoing traffic. And then also we got California said, you know what, the ban of the sale of gas vehicles and no more new gas stations. So California is saying that we're going to start the trend, and hopefully other countries will jump in. And then lastly, National Cinema Day is on this Saturday. So if you would like to go to the movies, take your family, take your friends, do whatever it may be, and you go from there. And you guys, a lot of you guys will be free. So I can't find what I'm looking for. So just going out. Going out to the movies and hang out with your
hanging out the window with my wretched ass friends. I'm F-R-E-E.
Go to the movies, y'all. That's all I can say. Go to the movies. Have a good time. That's all I can say. Go to the movies and you enjoy your week. All right. It is the Lab Tech Show. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure you tell a friend to join. Actually, you know what? Next week, I am not going to do a show. So we will be back the following Tuesday, not this Tuesday, this Wednesday coming up, but the following Wednesday, we will have a show. So no show next Wednesday. The following Wednesday, we will have a show. But until then, I'll see you. You guys be good. And I look forward to chatting it up with you soon. Enjoy your Labor Day or your holiday weekend. All right.
You already know.